All right. Well, I'm sitting here with Andrew Taylor. He is the owner of Okefenokee Nutrition and Energy here in downtown Waycross.
Yep.
And he's going to tell you a few things, more so in a way so he doesn't have to repeat it a million times, but also to be able to provide the information when possibly say anybody might need it, and he's not actually just available because he does a lot of training.
Mm-hmm.
He also has his own shop, his own business.
Yep.
He's about to get married also.
Yeah.
So he has his plate full at the present
Got
moment.
a lot going on.
Got a lot going on. So he may not always, and he does try to answer the call. I'm going to tell you now, he answers when I call. But to avoid that and to save some airspace and, with things going on, we're going to give him some time to talk here. So we were discussing his teas, his protein drinks and meal replacement shakes and the benefits that it has on, say, someone like me who's trying to drop some weight. But also I have a 11 and 13-year-old son, and they're in sports.
Right.
So could you talk to us and tell us a little bit about the benefits, not only for adults, but also that age group?
So we're going to, since you mentioned it first, we're going to touch on the aspect of the adults and just trying to lose weight, and what just even simply coming to the shop and just grabbing like a tea or a healthy meal replacement shake. So I'm going to start off on the teas. As you've heard me say thousands and thousands and thousands of times to people that come in that are brand new, all of our teas are they have B vitamins, they have your ginseng extract, your vitamin D, your vitamin C. They're pretty much a healthier option, or a healthy just basically a healthier option to an energy drink. So you don't have that crash later on. So usually, I know me as an athlete, I had a time whenever I was going to drink like a Red Bull, or when I was going to drink a Monster, or when I was going to drink like a Bang or a Reign, I had to time it to where like I knew when to drink it, because if I crashed in between, like in the middle of a training, or if I crashed during while I was driving, I had that sugar crash, then I was going to be in trouble. One thing I really love about our teas with the B vitamins, your ginseng extract and everything, you have that healthy, pretty much wherever you start at, you can start on a 5, and then you get a gradual increase of energy that's very sustainable for 3 to 4 hours, and then you get a very, very gradual decrease, and you pretty much start over right where you were back. Also, one of the many benefits of our teas, it has antioxidants in it. So for a lot of y'all that don't know, antioxidants is what helps pretty much flush out your body's liver and your kidneys. A lot of times we have a backup and buildup in our liver and our kidneys it hinders the nutrients being filtered through our body.
Right.
Also in our teas, I put aloe vera in it. Aloe vera is a natural sweetener. So what it does, it allows your body to properly take in all the nutrients, and it helps with your digestive system. So a lot of us, we do have a lot of like buildup around we have a lot of buildup in our stomach. So what the aloe does within the tea, it does help clean out your little bit of what little bit of stuff is just against your stomach walls, and help really flush out your system. And then the extra bonus, besides that, it tastes absolutely amazing.
It does.
It helps you burn 80 to 110 calories per serving.
While you're drinking it.
Yeah, while you're drinking it. So like the teas are everywhere between 5 to 10 calories, and you're burning 80 to 110 calories. So the smalls have 1 serving, mediums have a serving and a half, larges have 2 servings. So you can get a large tea and you can be drinking it, and you're burning between 160 to 220 calories. On top of, it's only like 25 calories. So it's a way healthier option for everybody to substitute getting an energy drink in the very beginning of the morning, or getting a sugary energy drink or coffee in the morning or in the afternoon to start the day off or continue their day.
Let me interrupt you real quick just to clarify a little something for viewers. When he says tea, he's not talking about your sweet tea like you get at McDonald's that has about 7 or 8 cups of sugar in it, and you're ready to run off the walls and play in the playroom. He's talking about the flavored drinks, teas. Now there is a minute amount of a tea in there, but the flavored drinks, and there's many different flavors that you can request to be mixed, or he's been doing this for quite some time, so he knows which flavors to put together that you're not going to have that bad taste in your mouth. So these are flavored drinks that aren't full of sugar, and the natural sweetener such as the aloe. And the mandarin aloe was really awesome. We tried that one. So it's not full of sugar, and you don't have that sugar crash and that severe headache afterwards.
Even with that, so like the reason we call it a tea is because we do use a tea extract. So the company we get it from is called Herbalife. Herbalife is just kind of a little bit of background on Herbalife. It's not only a multi-billion-dollar company, but it is the world's #1 nutrition company. So they're in 98 different countries. So not only is it in the USA, but it's also in 98 different countries. So that basically means each country, the people that run the country, they recognize the Herbalife products as a products for their citizens to take, which is a huge, huge deal. So we're just going to kind of move on to the healthy meal replacement shakes. So one of the big key words in that is healthy. So our products, our shakes are the only shakes in the market that can be legally considered a healthy meal replacement shake. So I'm just going to tell y'all a little bit of the macros and micros on the small shakes. Our small shakes have 24 grams of protein, 18 grams of carbs, 25 essential vitamins and minerals, less than 10 grams of sugar, 7 grams of fiber, and 0 grams of trans fat, and they're only 200 calories. So not only are you getting all the proper macros and micros that your body needs, but you're not overloading yourself with a whole bunch of calories, which again, as we get older, a lot of adults, especially me, as we get older, our metabolism seems to really slow down. So being able to get all those proper vitamins and minerals in your body without having to sacrifice the calorie intake is such a huge, huge deal. So
and once again, there are multiple flavors on that. We've also tried those, and I'm gonna be honest with you, he makes them sound like desserts, makes them taste like desserts. So, but those are meal replacement shakes, and he also has protein, protein that goes in there with that as well.
Yep. So like I said, all of our shakes, the most popular shakes right now is the banana nut bread. That one's really popular. Reese's cheesecake. I promise y'all it's going to taste like a Reese's cheesecake, and it's absolutely wonderful. I know a bunch of y'all that's come in, y'all are going to see the 3 flavors on the very bottom, the Jackie Chan, the Chuck Norris, and the Bruce Lee. I've been a martial artist for 21 years, and so I just had to kind of show tribute to my top 3 favorites. The Chuck Norris, that flavor is a chocolate caramel peanut butter waffle. Hopefully y'all can understand just by me saying that why I didn't feel like typing that and putting it on the menu. We also have the Bruce Lee. The Bruce Lee is a Java chip. So combined 2 of my favorite things. I'm a coffee lover. I love coffee, and I like mint. I'm a mint chocolate person. So mint and coffee they really complement each other very well, especially in that shake. And then the Jackie Chan is a chocolate chip pancake, and everybody has loved that one. So y'all come in, and when y'all see those 3 flavors, y'all, even if y'all have watched this 100 times, like, feel free to ask me questions about it. And we also have protein coffee. We have iced coffees. So the coffees are 15 grams of protein, 1 to 2 grams of sugar, and only 100 calories, and they have less than 4 grams of carbs in it. So you do get to satisfy your coffee sweet tooth without sacrificing the calories, the sugar, the overload, and just the sugar and everything, without just like put all that back into your body.
Now, let's that's the adult part. So as far as youth, now, like I said, I have 2 sons that are very athletic.
Right.
One is a super athlete.
Right.
I mean, anything that he can do, he does it.
Right.
And so, I had talked to you. I was like, "Is this, kid friendly?" And you explained, yes, it's kid friendly. So we got one of the mixed teas, flavored teas. I believe it was the Dragon's Blood, and we also did the Olympian. And Dragon's Blood, he really fell for that one right there. That was a good one. It was I think, I don't know if it's
orange,
red or
orange. Orange strawberry.
Orange strawberry, and he liked that. So I would give it to him, and he would drink it, some before the game, some during the game, and he even noticed the difference. He would go more towards that than just guzzling down the water, and then he wouldn't like chug it.
Right.
Like he knew what limit he had, and he would drink it. And by the end of that game, that bottle was done, and he still had energy to keep going at the end of that game.
Which is a huge thing, especially for kids, because kids, their metabolisms so high, especially as high level athletes. So the metabolism's going, so usually they metabolize everything super fast. So being able to drink our teas at a very slow, gradual pace, it just allows that nutrients to be entered into the body and then metabolized it, entered into the body, metabolized it. So it's a constant introduction metabolism rate. But yeah, going towards the whole athlete section part of everything. So to kind of get y'all to better understand this portion, I'm going to give y'all a little bit about my story. So I was born and raised here in Waycross, graduated from Ware County in 2014. I've been doing martial arts my whole entire life. I moved to Dallas, Texas 3.5 years ago to train to qualify for the Olympics in Taekwondo. So when I moved out to Dallas, my coach, she's a part of the U.S. Olympic Committee, and now she's a part of the International Olympic Committee. And so basically, we talked and everything, and she asked me how my nutrition was. And me being an athlete, literally my whole entire life, I've always been big into nutrition. Growing up, mom kind of didn't she wasn't raised a full athlete, so she kind of didn't understand. But as I got older, I was able to adopt a lot of healthy habits. So I was taking BCAAs, my L-glutamine, my arginines, my whey protein, my whey isolates, my glucosamine. Like, I was just taking a bunch of supplements, because what a lot of people have to understand is supplements aren't bad for you. They're there for supplements. So basically our body, we miss a lot of vital nutrients when we're eating. So we have to supplement the blocks that we're missing with vitamins, with minerals, with the proteins and stuff like that. So as a high level athlete, I had to make sure my protein was on point. I had to make sure I was recovering correctly. I had to make sure I was putting my BCAAs in my body at the right time after training or during training, so my muscles can recover properly. So kind of reel it back into now, when I moved to Dallas, my coach, she was like, how's your nutrition? Pulled out my duffel bag, opened everything up, and I showed her, this is this is that, this is this is that, pre-workout, post-workout, meal replacement, blah, 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 blah. She said, great. Can you take a drug test and pass a drug test? In my head, I'm like, yeah, like I've
sure.
never done drugs in my life. I've been an athlete. Like, yeah. She's like, no, like, are the products you're taking, can you take these products, take a drug test, and nothing pops up as a performance enhancing drug? Me trusting where I bought the products from, I'm not gonna put business names, I'm not gonna do anything like that out there. I was like, yeah. And she said, all right, here's a link that the U.S. Olympic Committee and the Olympic Committee refers to when they drug test their athletes. I was like, all right, cool. She said, check the link. If anything you have has anything in this list, and it's a long list, and I like go through and look. If anything that you have that has anything on this list, you can't take it because it's considered a performance enhancing drug. So I go home, and a couple days go by, and I finally get around to checking everything, and it comes to find out everything I had something in it that would be considered a performance enhancing drug,
which would have disqualified you.
Yeah. So basically, what that means, like, if I were to compete out the country at an international event, and I would have medaled, or especially when you're looking at the Olympics, when you're looking at Grand Prix, when you're looking at Worlds, they drug test those athletes, especially the athletes that are at that high level, and that was the level I was in the process of achieving. And whatever, like, if you medal and they drug test you and something pops up, you're stripped of the medal, you're stripped of your ranking points, like, you're stripped of everything, and that just doesn't look good on your reputation. So when I realized that, I was like, oh wow, like, I can't trust everything I put in my body now. So I had to go back to the drawing board, meal prep even harder. I literally had to break down, like, which veggies got different vitamins, so I can make sure I was stacking my vitamins but also getting vitamins that I wasn't getting, and had to make sure I really trusted my vitamins. So speed up a few months, and I run across this company, and when I was introduced to it, I tried the shake, I tried the tea right off the bat, fell in love with the products, absolutely fell in love with the products. And I was like, what is this? And they told me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And they gave me a booklet that had everything in it. They had the women's line, the men's line, the sport line, the original line, the skincare products, the hair products, everything. I put everything through the same exact testing because I was so worried about what I was putting in my body. I didn't want to put myself in a position where I would possibly get my points stripped of me, and everything that I was working hard for would be taken away. Man, after 3.5 to 4 hours of checking, everything popped up clean. So I fell in love with the products even more. So specifically in our sport line, it has that NSF certified logo on it, which is the highest certification that any nutrition company can have on their products. So if it's a sport line, like with the sport line, if it doesn't have NSF certified on the side of it, I'm not allowed to take it. So for athletes specifically, if you're really trying to achieve that, if you're really trying to be an above average of athlete, then I put athletes on. Even like I've had some some lower college wrestlers be on the programs. My teammates, a bunch of my teammates, like I'm top 4 in the country. One of my teammates is top 4 in the country. The other one's top 10 in the country. I've had a national team member on the products. He was pop drug tested a lot, and so we're all in a situation where it's thin ice, and any wrong thing we're put on a chopping board. So
now let me reiterate one thing for him though. You don't have to be an athlete.
No.
You don't have to be an athlete to use this product or to enjoy it.
Right.
And that's the good thing about it. Now, I was, when I was younger, an athlete, and y'all can tell I'm still in shape. But listen, you know, I know what it took back then to maintain a certain level of energy and athleticism.
Right.
So, you know, now with the supersized dad bod I'm working on right here, trying to get that down, even normal people such as myself, we can use this Herbalife, and we can use these same products that these athletes use.
Right.
We're not, it's not like we're trying to, you know, go in there and bulk buff up, you know what I mean? Yes. But it's a more healthy choice.
It's a way healthier option
than to just go in the store and rack up armfuls of vitamins and be like, okay, I took my vitamins.
Right. And that's the biggest thing too. Like, so with this company, when you order products, you're ordering through a distributor, like you would be ordering through me or somebody else. You go to GNC and buy products and see if GNC calls you in a couple of weeks and asks you how you like it. They're not. Go to Walmart and buy a pre-workout and see if Walmart calls you and see if you like the pre-workout. They're not going to do it. You order products through a distributor, through either me or somebody else that does Herbalife, and we're going to, if it's a disclaimer, like if it's a distributor that actually cares about people and not the money, we're going to check up on you. Like, I still have people in Dallas from when I put them on a nutrition plan like a year ago that don't even buy the products anymore, but I still check up on them, because as soon as we go through that process, they become family at that point. So it just really depends. So the sport line isn't specifically just for high elite level athletes. It can be for ages as anywhere from 6 all the way up, and for anybody that goes walking, anybody that does any type of physical activity, that sport line is specifically for you, because it's designed to help your body recover from a workout. It's designed to help your body achieve that maximum level. It's just an extra bonus that I'm allowed to take it and can get drug tested and be perfectly fine.
That's great. Man, I'm sure glad that you took the time to come out here and meet with us behind the Y. I know a lot of people from this area will recognize this playground back here in this track. We are at behind the YMCA right here in Waycross, and it's a beautiful day today. We're here with Andrew Taylor, owner of Okefenokee Nutrition and Energy. He's also an Herbalife Nutrition distributor, and very knowledgeable. So if you want to put together a plan for yourself that's fit for you, that's the guy to talk to. And we did a monetary study to compare prices actually last month. So we went ahead and ordered a month's supply of his teas and different things from him, and then I priced, if I was actually to just go to Walmart or GNC and I priced it, do you know, on the highest end I saved $175 that month. $175 if I would have just gone in and done and I ain't gonna lie, my wife, she craves her vitamins. She had like 20 bottles of them. And you know, take this one for this, this one for this, this one for this. And I joke around sometimes and be like, man, you're going to eat so many of them, you're going to have hair growing out your back. But comparatively speaking, it was right at $175 on the high end that I saved for a month's supply of it. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't have those crashing headaches and different things like that. Thank you for your time, Andrew. And y'all, this is Herbalife. This is Andrew Taylor with Okefenokee Nutrition and Energy. And these products work for the youth all the way up to the adults. So y'all have a great day.
It's a pleasure meeting y'all. Have a good one.